And we're live, and it's Shoshi from Shoshi's Magnificent Minis. And I hope you guys can see and hear me. Oh, and of course, people are texting me. I have my alerts on my phone right now because there's the Kingdom Death update today, and I cannot miss it. In fact, Mike's coming home early, and he's going to man the computer, and we're going to probably film my scramble to try to get an order on the store. Could be fun. I want to show you something cool that recently Mike hooked up. He got a thing to me so that I can do this. Ta-da! Miniature! Haha! You like that? Yay, no robot voice. I know, right? Okay, look. Now you can see me. I just have to press a button on a wireless number pad. Ta-da! I'm so excited. This is just... Okay. So, if you didn't catch me on Wednesday, we painted this Kingdom Death. Beautiful Black Knight. This is as far as we got. You can see there's... all of this is really close to being done. We got a lot of the metal work done. We got some of the cloaks started. And some of the padded leather here started. But there's lots of little areas that need finishing. Alright, I'm going to just check chat. It looks like... Proto Maker, my husband, lovely husband Mike is already in the chat. Raging Again, Lotus Cobra, Dark Torlin, the, let's see, 30 Studio. Hey, welcome. You gotta make a stream. Awesome. Good. Hot tech stream. Yeah, I know. Oh, my shirt. Yes, we did have a Star Wars 40th birthday recently. That was amazing. I was really psyched. Darth Wellin helps remind me of all of the nerd holidays. Thank you, Darth. And let's see. Yes, my Proto Maker is the tech man. He gets all the credit. He's awesome. Good afternoon. All right. Let's see. What do we have it on now? Okay, let me make sure. I didn't put my little spiral down so to put where I know to put the mini. For those of you who know, I always put that down so I know where to put stuff. Okay. And I will show you the art card that we're going to be working from, roughly. We're going to be doing some different things. So this is my Dark Knight. And you can see he's a much lighter figure. than I've painted the Dark Knight in the past. If you go to my Instagram, you can find the Dark Knight that I painted in the past. He's really foreboding and dark because he's the Black Knight. And this is my Winsor Newton Series 1. We're going to be demonstrating a little bit of 2 brush blending, so I got to find another brush to show you guys stuff. Hold on. Here it is. It was under my palette. This is a Raphael Series 8408, number 1. Wait, this is a 1 and this 1. You can see the difference in this though. Look at one's pretty long. That's what I like about Raphaels. They're real long. That's okay. I usually use a 2 for, here it is. Is that a 2? That's not a 2. Give me a second. I will find my 2. Here, this is a Rubloff 1010 too. It doesn't matter too much as long as your brushes are a little different. Yeah, I'm going to use that one and my Raphael. Okay. So what we did last time, we did a few oil washes. We made this look nice and deep. The oil dried. It actually dries a little bit matte. You can go back in there with a little gloss varnish and give it a little extra pop. I'll be showing a little bit more of that oil wash if we get a chance. And yes, last time I was struggling a little bit because I wasn't able to get the leathers on this tunic right. And I figured out what it was that was bugging me. I was mixing my P3s and my scale 75s, and they don't really mix well. Like, you get 2 totally different textures. You satin and flat. And unless you really know that's what you want and that's what you planned, you can have all kinds of crazy disasters. This whole part here is a mix of that, and I got some. I might have to go back over this with the P3s because I really want more of a satin texture on this. So this is a Kingdom Death. Yeah. Hey, KR Bunts 81. This is a Kingdom Death Knight, Black Knight. He's one of the bigger figures. Let me show you one of the other figures from Kingdom Death. This is basically your standard human size. See that? He's one of the bosses, I believe. And I also have some white knights that I'm working on. They are also more human sized. And you can see the size of them compared to him. Look at that. Hold on 1 second. There's another one. Oh, I see him. Here's the other one. These are all Kingdom Death. These are white. This is a white knight. Right here in the middle. This is a white knight heavy with the mallet. And he also comes with a giant mace. But it's just, I don't think it's the best model design because the chain is very flimsy and it's made of resin and it can break real easy. Whereas the ball is big and heavy. So, all right, I'm going to end up having to hair dry that sword a little bit. It's bending. Yeah, so you get an idea of scale for those guys. And Absinthe 624 says, my first good brush was a Raphael 404. Worked amazingly for about a month, and then all the bristles fell out in your OCD brush care. And so not sure if it was just a Monday brush or what. Yeah, I don't know. Usually Raphaels are really good, so let's start. Let me get out my P3 paints. And that's gonna include, I'm gonna use a mixture of Exile Blue and this purple. It's beaten purple right here. I also need my Thamar Black. I think it's down in the case down here that I keep my paints in. Yep, right here. Katie, I'm obsessed. Welcome. You're going to love this stream. Obviously, we're painting Kingdom Death. Welcome and thank you for the follow. Oh, that's Umbral Umber. That's another color I love. Big Spain. Nope. Okay. I'm looking for my black. It is not still down in here. Here it is. Right there. Seymour black. It's a really pretty satiny black. Yes, and there was another person who recently followed me right before the chat, and it's Tigger Heart. So Tigger Heart, if you're here, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to my stream. We had a really good stream the last time I streamed. We had like 34 new follows. And I'm setting up my web palette. For some reason, the lights dried out all the water in my sponge already. There we go. That's good. Nice. I always change my water every single time I stream, so I'm able to just dump some of the water into my palette. There we go. I'm using a web palette because under the lights, you want a little bit more time. Yes, I'm ready for the store release. In fact, I'm warning everybody in chat right now, we're going to be taking a break because I'm going to make my order. So, well, I'll go run. And actually, Mike might even have me film it. So I'm going to base coat back here. Actually, no, I'm not going to base coat. We're going to do the two brush blending. So first, I'm taking this black and I'm going to put it down into all of my crevices. To start, you see that? And I have my second brush. I like it with spit because it acts like a medium for P3 paint. It's actually formulated specifically for P3 paint. And did you see how I just blended that up into the top of the part of the fold? And same thing. It's okay to eat a little bit of paint. Just make sure it's P3 because it's non-toxic. Alright. And we don't use any mediums or anything. Just spit and water. Okay? I'm going to put a little bit of Exile Blue and a little bit of Umbral Umber. This is our Exile Blue. It's just this really nice kind of desaturated navy. Good Fordness, welcome. Welcome, we're painting Kingdom Death, and thank you for the follow. Let's see, and I'm putting on some beaten purple. This is going to be one of our top coats. You'll see why. We're going to put, I need more than that. You're going to see me. There we go. Huh, I need to shake this paint. It's super watery. Give me 1 second. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Spit. Yes, brush lickers. I just recently subscribed to Micho. He is one of the heads of Brush Lickers United. And so I'm officially a brush licker, according to their little group, because I'm a subscriber. And I just realized my paper towels are clear across the table. There we go. Got it. Alright, we're all set. And I'll click back to the mini. Here we go. I love this button. I can click and you can see me, and then you can see the mini. Awesome. Oh, we need the Umbral Umber. I mix Umbral Umber and a little bit of the black and a little bit of that blue to make this gorgeous dark color that isn't quite black. Separates the bristles. What are we talking about here? Let me read. Spit is free. How is the P3 compared to Vallejo? They're just different. Vallejo, okay, so I would say P3 is pretty comparable to Vallejo Game Color. They're both satin. They're both really bright. They're both meant for more like gaming models. And the Vallejo is more comparable to Reaper Master Series, Scale 75, those flat paints, okay? But they're all really awesome paints. Yeah, we're all going to be F5ing. All right. I like the button. Don't be crude. Okay. We're gonna mix. I'm gonna show you the mixing ratio. Hopefully I won't spill my palette everywhere. All right, we've got. I'm gonna move it toward the middle. This is what's great about a wet palette, is you can mix your ratios here. I'm putting this in here. There we go. Then we get this dark gray color. Mix it up. It's pretty thin already because of, oh yeah, that is pretty. That's pretty. All right, where's my brush? That's the other thing. You want to keep your other brush handy. I usually keep it in my mouth, so it don't be gross. All right. We're gonna put it right here. I gotta be careful because this sword, I'll put my finger there so that way it doesn't get bumped. I broke off the sword last time. And I'm just blending it. Now, we don't want a coffee stain, that's why we're blending. So that's what the spit is for. Okay, and we're gonna cover that with the purple later once we get our darks in. Okay, and add a little bit more black. I should have already have the other stuff all nice and blended up with that kind of gray. Yeah, that looks good. And also, you know, black is a tricky color. So, oh, I forgot to mention, you guys are talking about my chat ranks. If you're new, you get gold stars from being in my chat for the longer that you are here. You get ranks the longer you're here as well. Like, you start out as a slacker, and then you move up as a class clown, and then maybe class president or honor student. I can't remember which one's first. I think it's class president is next. Okay, I like that brown right there. That's really nice. It's rich. It's already got some purple shades in it. We're gonna add a little bit more purple because here's the thing, guys. This is something that you have to remember. Teacher says, we're gonna clip this, okay? Teacher says, shade and color your shadows. Not even shade your shadows. Add shadow tones. You know, shadows shouldn't be boring. Your highlights aren't boring. Why should shadows be boring? Add some nuances. Add some color to your shadows. Because shadows they do have colors. See, we've got some purple, we've got gray, we've got a little blue. It's going to be way more interesting to look at. I need a little like a clacker board or something to be like, all right, teacher says. Shoshibot won't recognize you as a person. I think maybe try hitting exclamation points. You have to be in the chat for at least 10 minutes. So maybe it's not been long enough, Katie. I'm obsessed. Yeah, you're too new. Proto Maker is my lovely husband, Mike. He's also our tech wizard and electric engineer. Not electric engineer. Tech engineer. Maybe that's the right word. Ooh, I really love this beautiful gray this color is making on. All right. Blend, blend, blend. This is almost like a watercolor technique. Okay. We would call this, in watercolor, we would call this a gradiated wash, but it's not called that in miniatures. It's just called blending. But gradiated blend. We'll call it gradiated blend. New thing. Okay? A little bit more dark back here. Yeah, you've been in here for 10 seconds. I have a few mods. I have Flickster, I have Chibi, Vamp, I have D-Day, and I have Echo 624. But Echo's not been on in a while. D-Day's Australian, so he is not usually awake yet. Flickster, I think, is currently streaming, and Chibi Vamp is probably still at school, but he's usually my Friday helper, and sometimes Flickster, yeah. All right, I'm just loving that gray. It's so, You ever fall in love with colors? I'm just kind of interchanging my brushes, which I shouldn't be doing. But I'm a fast painter, and I get really impatient. I just want to show you all the stuff. Okay, see that? I made a coffee stain because it already dried. Key 3 paints are formulated for a longer drying time and are specifically formulated for 2-brush blending. And this cloak is a perfect way to show you 2-brush blending. Alright, now we're going to show you this highlight up here. I'm going to do the purple. Okay, I'm going to need to get back there with my shade color. Oh wow, thank you so much for the host, Flickster. Hey guys, this is Flickster. He's my other mod. He's an amazing streamer. He just got done with this awesome tech stream for IRL, and he's showing people like how to do different things with audio and video and things like that for streamers. But normally he's painter, and I'm one of his painting coaches. So thank you so much for the host, Flick. Yeah, winter's rain. I don't mod anybody if you ask. Sorry. That's sort of my own little rule. If you ask for it, you won't get it. I'm sorry. We have 2 mods in the chat at the moment, so we're good. And everybody who has been following Flick, if you want to watch some awesome painting from this awesome model Kingdom Death, hit the purple button that takes you over to my channel so you can be in our chat and participate. All right, I'm blending up. Do you guys see how I'm leaving these higher highlights because we're gonna go back in there with this purple. I'm blending it along with, this is also a mixture of wet blending because the paint is still wet. And then I'll go back in here, take that on the sides a little bit. Hey, Drenay! Welcome, Von Grunk, the Real Bug King. Welcome. Drenay is also he is a German streamer, so if you speak German and you want to do a bilingual chat with him in his stream sometime, give him a follow. He's also a pretty good painter. All right. Making sure. There we go. Oh. John Heading, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Flick, I want to show you something. This is what Mike did for me. Boom. Now you can see me. So that way I can flick back and forth if I want to talk to you guys about something and tell you something, and then flick back to the mini. Pop, pop. I love it. It's all new stuff. Mike got a wireless keypad for me and programmed it. Something else I need to get, another blue, because I feel like this Exile blue is not bright enough for what I'm trying to do. This one. Here we go. Signar blue highlight. We're going to be mixing this on the palette with the blacks and the stuff. It's pretty bright, but we'll figure this out. I need the Exile blue because that's already running out on my palette. Yeah, we're showing 2-brush blending. We're hopefully going to get a chance to do a little demo of an oil wash. I did that the last time, but we can do it again. All right, so that and that. Ooh, I'm mixing that purple with, you know what? That's what it needed. I'm mixing that purple with the Exile Blue to get this kind of, it's like this color. I'm gonna put that right there. My pen. Oh, you can't even see it. Okay, hang on one second. And then the bottom is right here. Boom. I'm just marking my little area so you guys can see. So, Exile Blue plus beaten purple. And we get this color. Alright, now I'm going to read chat. You guys are chatty today. It's awesome. Ooh, we got a lot of people watching. Let's see. Two brush blending. You don't understand using the purple. I'll tell you what. Raging Again Black is really not a kind of a non-color. It picks up the colors that are around it. When I'm highlighting with black, you can really highlight black with anything. Okay? When you highlight it with gray or with purple or with other colors, you get different. See how I like that much better? It's not as purple. It looks a little better. You get a little bit more nuance. Just like the shadows I was talking about, how you want to color your shadows. So my idea with this cloak is that it's a really rich kind of oiled leather cloak. So it's going to have a lot of depth to it in the shadows. All of these little nooks and crannies are going to be pretty dark, and then when we get closer to the tops, you'll get to see yeah, I love that brown. That's so nice. You'll get to see that it will have an effect on how things look. Okay, you've seen him highlight with blue before, yeah. That's basically the idea. I like to highlight with purples and reds. I like blacks to be very nuanced. And you can see how high up. Hold on. I gotta save that right there. You can see how high up on this. So really, by the time I get done, it's 93% black, and then that last little, well, okay, 5%. Last 5% of that is going to be that purple. Yeah. And that last little bit here, that's more of the reddy purple. What's my opinion on using artist acrylics to paint with, assuming that you don't mind the time to mix the colors? So in answer to your question, Katie, I'm obsessed. I don't mind using artist acrylics. I have so many miniature paints though that I have not really invested in an artist acrylic set. As far as time mixing, that's what you have a wet palette for. Check this out. If you get a big wet palette and you are making these little trees and with the little branches to the colors in the middle, right? All of these colors now come together and they're making a harmonious palette, right? That means you're never really going to clash as long as you just paint with a limited palette. So I really think that people should try using artist acrylics sometimes because it gives you a lot of experience mixing. Then when you go use your miniature paints and that yellow or whatever is not quite right, you can mix it, right? you're not self-reliant on buying that bottle. Plus, if you know how to mix already, artist acrylics can be maybe a little bit more economical in some instances, because you end up with a huge tube that lasts you forever. You think it's around 7% Real Bug King? That's fair. That's fair. I can take that. See all this wet blending? So you're getting all kinds of blending stuff right now. We're getting wet blending. We're getting two brush blending. I'm just pulling paint around. Now I can, oh, you didn't get to see that. See all this? This is the blending I was doing while I had the camera on my face. That's the one downside, is I might forget and get all caught up. Okay, we're getting there. You can see how fast I'm painting this too. It's just because I feel like if I leave the paint wet, I can blend it much faster. I'm picking up my colors. I feel like, are you seeing all the purples down here? Maybe I'll have, when Mike gets home, he'll adjust the colors for me. Okay, I need to stop messing. This is getting streaky, so that means stop and go to another spot. That's how you keep things from being streaky. You do a pass, and then you let it dry. Don't go mess with it. I'm liking this, though. I'm liking it. KDM Obsessed has been using red, yellow, blue, white with artist acrylics and mixing your colors, but recently red, that was bad. I don't know who told you it was bad, but there is no wrong way to paint your minis if you get the outcome that you want, okay? And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. The key word is the keywords are outcome that you want, right? Oh. Magic Leaf Magic, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. We're painting Kingdom Death, Black Knight. We're doing some wet blending and some two brush blending. There we go. Maple Leaf Magic. Sorry, I messed up your name. Maple Leaf Magic, thank you for following. You just discovered me after watching the YouTube Paint the Flower Witch. Okay, guys, that video was probably one of my favorite videos that I made. That Flower Witch video where I painted skin tones. If you haven't seen that, you will love it. Go check that out. That's on my YouTube channel. I think it's still in my videos on my VODs. Thank you. I'm so glad that you liked it. All right, see that's all drying, and that's good. It's starting to have kind of a watercolor look right now, but we're going to put on extra coats. It's still reading as black though. Can you see that? And that's because of all the shading we've been doing. I like it. And your new streamer, awesome. As well. There are a lot of new streamers on Twitch right now. It's kind of interesting to see how many of them are going to be bringing new audiences to Twitch. Oh, La Fuente, welcome. We're painting Kingdom Death. Welcome and thank you for the follow. So where's everybody from? I know that this time zone is really good for my European followers. I'm just curious to see how many we have from across the pond, and we had some from Brazil last time I was streaming, Canada, Canadian, oh, of course. Wales, excellent. Texas, awesome. Nice. Oh, we've got some Germans. Ich komme aus dem Haus. Mike, you're not German. Britannia, Florida, Death Star, Tennessee. Welcome. Hey, Voodoo Mistress Trevarian. Trevarian is from Austria, Vienna, Austria. I may actually be meeting him next month. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing a painting meetup, hangout. And he is also a sculptor, painter, streamer. So if you ever want to catch him, give him a follow. He streams sometimes in my early mornings, so I get to watch him at that time. All right, we were letting that dry, so that's still, this part is dry. We're gonna do get some of this purple over here. Yeah, that looks good. So, are you guys getting an idea of what I mean when you... Oh, my daughter is home from school. She had to go pick up her tickets for graduation. Hi. I'm on the stream. She's graduating in a few days, and I'm very excited for her. Mm-hmm. Okay. Go get the Mike and me. Go get Mike and I's checkbook. All right. So she said that the cap and gown that she didn't know she needed to pay for it. I thought I had already ordered it for her, but I didn't. Oh, okay. That's probably because there we go. All right, I'm checking chat. Yes, everybody's saying grats, daughter. Wish the tech guy can put a minor screen in front of you instead of turning around. Yeah, we're gonna work that out. That's not the right one. Go get the one out of my purse. Oh. It's upstairs on my bed. All right. Let's do some purples and some blues up in here. When I was painting this Black Knight, I actually was thinking about Darth Vader, because I'm a huge Star Wars nerd. All right, 1 second, guys. I gotta make a checkout for my daughter. Sorry about that. And what's the date? It's the 26th. Welcome. Who's it on? Welcome. Thank you so much for following.
Who uses checks?
I know. When you have to deal with the school, that's when you have to use checks, because they don't take debit cards or whatever. Checks are so 90s. All right, well, schools have low budgets and they have old ladies working at the desk, so yeah, I know, right? All right, here you go. That's all you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we get to keep the caps.
Oh, that's awesome.
But they said we can't personalize them.
No.
That's dumb.
No, it's not. They want a uniform look. All right, guys, I'm back on track. Let me take a second and look at chat. Trevarian says, like I said, I'm not in Vienna on Sunday. Is there any plans for the later evening Sunday? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We're going to go to some kind of dinner in Vienna somewhere nearby. Mike wanted to go to Hurricane. I don't know how to say that, Hurricane, but they're not open in the summer. So we'll do something then, and then I'll be there that whole week, so you can message me. Mini Shoshi, how many spins in Celebration? Oh, she just left. Darn. Yeah. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Sophia says that often. In Europe, you just have to do a wire transfer to the school? Okay, Marcus has your number. I will definitely get a hold of you. That's awesome. All right, back to painting. And hopefully I didn't mess this up with my fingers. Okay. Here's some more purples. You guys see how it reads black, but we've got blue and we've got purple highlights. Okay. And on the sides here, I'm going to give it a little bit, just a little bit. We still want it to read black. So some places it's reading gray, and that's okay, because I'm imagining that other light is hitting that somehow. Okay. I'm going to smooth all this out. Now here's my second brush. Okay, one more time. Put the paint down. Ooh, cat hair. We're going to get some kind of command for you guys, so whenever I have a cat hair, it's like, I don't know, hashtag drink or something, I don't know. We play a drinking game. Cat hair in my mouth. That is the downside of two brush blending and spit blending at my house. So gross. Alright. Now I'm seeing a line there still. That means I'm going to shade back up with the black. So we're blending it in between, so we're getting less of a line. Cat hair. Yes, exclamation point, cat hair. Hey, Real Bug King, you are... What did you just level? Wait. Oh, you're impressed with Flickster's level of sneakiness. What is he doing? So Deathwatch says, so if you understand correctly, do a zenithal prime, and then you bring your paints to a glaze consistency. Not necessarily glaze. I'm using pretty thick paint. And then, but you're spit blending it out, gradiating it out into a glaze. Does that make sense? Starting with the highlights, and you gradually wet blend towards the shadows. That is pretty accurate. Yep. Aw. That's awesome. Spit blending's not gross at all otherwise. Okay, good. Switch the cam. I'm so sorry, guys. There. I've been chatting with you. So that might be something that you guys will have to remind me to do once in a while. Switch the cam. So, here's my purple. See? So on the apex of the folds. Is that the right word? On the protrusion of the folds. That's where your brightest color is going to be. And then you're going to have it. So I still see a line there. So that means I'm going to put that black down. Spit blend it until it is more blended. And so you can do it back and forth. So I'm blending the shadow back up, right? So that I don't have a line. And so that's more black, so that's not going to have one. What I like about this technique is it's very fast. I'm gonna wipe some off there. There we go. And do you see? This is the motion that I'm making with my brush. It's like a feathering kind of brush movement. You're not just painting strokes. That's important to remember. So like this. It's almost like, how would I describe that? It's almost like you're cross-hatching, you know, and then when you cross-hatch the other way, like that. Can you see that? So you're making kind of a feathering technique. Here, let me show you with a darker color. Make it so that the brush is pointy. Twirl it around so that you got a nice point. Okay. This is feathering right here is what this is. Now the two brush blending looks a little different. Let me show you that one. So two brush blending is you put down the paint, and with the two brush, with the other brush, you're blending it out like this. See that? That's the two brush blending. So one brush applies paint, the other blends. Frank, cat hair, did you see one? Oh, hold on a second, there's something in there. Oh, I think that's a spot I didn't get. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a bare spot where I didn't paint on it. Okay. This, I feel like two brush blending is a pretty forgiving style. I need more violet, more of this Tibetan purple. All right, let me go back to chat. Okay. Push the button. Don't worry, chat, you'll be home. Okay, yeah, Mike's gonna fix things. He's gonna tell me. Cam switch, okay. Chat quiet, F strong tonight. Oh. Yeah, I gotta make sure. So any moment now, we're gonna be getting, hopefully, do I have my phone on? Yeah, there we go. Hopefully, if I get a message, we have an alert that there's a, the store has been updated. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna take a break. You're gonna watch me flail while I go and order a whole bunch of KDM so that you guys will have more stuff to watch me paint. All right. If I am unable to get the things I want to get, I will be sad panda. There. Here's the black in the recesses. Bit blending it up into a nice smooth glaze. And then highlighting with the purple. It's still wet, so it won't have a line. Now, there we go. See how I did that? This is really far down and the light is hitting it. So this whole thing is not going to be this bright purple. So we're going to go back over it. Desaturate it a little bit. There we go. Bubba button. There we go. Ooh, that's pretty. I kind of like how it shifts a little bit. I like. It's definitely looking good. It doesn't look as good on the front yet, but we're not done. Need more black. I'll let you look at this. Hold on a second. See if I can't tip it while you're, there we go. You can look at that. Hey. Nope, it doesn't want to stay, guys. I'll have to just leave it there while I pour paint on my palette. Never fun when you miss a hair and then you varnish it on the model. I know. That is the worst. That's why I have tweezers in my reach at all times. It is a must. And you guys have seen me pick off cat hair all the time. You would love to see before, during, and after snapshots to show the progression of the coloring and blending. And for the forwardness, you can see sometimes that kind of thing on, it doesn't really happen with the models that I stream, but it does happen with other models that I paint. So you can follow me on Facebook at Shoshi's Minis, and you can probably catch some of those things. But yeah, any kind of shots, if I stop my stream to take pictures, it's gonna get old, and I don't think I'm gonna do that to my audience right now. We'll see. Maybe if it's something where Mike would have, you know, have a way to, you know what, we might be able to screen cap things. I just realized that's a possibility. And you're always welcome to clip bits of the stream as well. That might help you also. You read a book called Figipedia? Yes, I have. I have Figipedia, and I have Angel Giraldez's book, which is called A to Z Masterclass, I think. I'm not sure. Ooh, this all goes back here into the blacks. Hey, Jangor 387, welcome. Lower. Oh yeah, sorry. My husband is great at art directing me here. I'm gonna keep all this blues. A to Z Masterclass. Yeah, Figipedia is by, yeah, I think it's by Jeremy Bonavent. I think he's from France. Hey, Weird Brush, welcome. Mike is not in the studio with me, but he is, he's on a bus on his way home, I believe. That is not the KDM, that is not the KDM release update, so don't worry, don't panic. No fears. I'll let you know when it happens. Okay, so we have this flat color here, and it is sort of a light purpley color. So I've got some, you know what? I need my khaki. That's what I need. This is Hammerfell khaki. We're gonna mix this with some of our purples to desaturate them, because it's not white, but it's got enough white in it, and it will gray out some of the purple so it's not so bright. And we'll mix a little bit of the blue with it too, and we get this color, very similar to the other one actually, so we'll just add more khaki to it. Would I recommend the A to Z Master? Absolutely, especially if you paint Affinity. I love his books, and I actually bought one of them for my friend who's colorblind, and he was able to use the recipes in it and follow it really, really well. Because when you're colorblind, you can't always tell what color something is, but because Angel uses Vallejo, he could go to the store and pick out that Vallejo because it had the number and everything. And so, yeah, I highly recommend it, especially, you know, for beginners. It teaches a lot in a very compact book. I've heard the second one is even better. So maybe get that one first, and if you feel like that one covers everything you need, then you're done. I have both. I have not read the second one yet, but this first one is amazing. So, and I've only been told that the second one is even better. You've heard the second one is worse, Treverian? What have you heard? Because is it just too similar to the first one? What makes it worse? I'm doing a lot of very fast painting for you guys here. I'm hitting these upper highlights of this blue. We created that other purpley blue, one where we mixed the exile blue and the Eaton purple together. So we kind of created our own little mid-tone. One time I painted this model, and I had lots of colors. I did it for the for one of the contests that I had entered, and I was walking through the halls. I just gotten feedback from the judges, and one of the things they had said, because they were really into the gaming models, was that it was too colorful. Because the gaming models, they like them a lot more desaturated and gritty, and it's just personal preference. You know, they really don't, you know, it doesn't have to be desaturated. You can have saturated colors. Andrei Demidov is a Russian painter who does incredibly rich, beautiful, saturated painting all the time. And it's gorgeous. And, oh, cat hair. Anyway, so I was walking through the hallway, and Angel Giraldes came through. He had a little entourage of other guys from Spain with him. And I asked him if I could show him, and I showed him. And he's like, I told him about the feedback I got. And I said, yeah, they said it was too colorful. And he goes, too colorful? And I'm going to swear here. It's not too colorful. It's fucking amazing. And then he goes, or it's just fucking, you know, I don't know. But yeah, from then on, I just was like, all right, I'm just going to do me. Again, there's no wrong way to do art. Even if you're competing, if you are doing your best and you're pulling out all the stops that you can, it's going to come down to the judge's personal preference. Even if you're a really awesome painter, if they don't like your style, it's not going to really matter too much. That's my personal take on things. All right. We need more black. More black. All right, let me check the chat. You said that you'll tell everybody? Yes, I'll tell everybody. Hold on one second. Chat's going so fast. All right, I spent hours on something for it to be muted and drab. Right. Wait, I'm gonna switch back. Russians, Death Watch. I will try to tell everybody. Do I have my phone on yet? Let's see. Yeah, it is on. Ringer's on. So I will know when the Kingdom Death shop is updated. Ooh, there's something in there. Take out a little piece of lint. Give me 1 second. I gotta get that off. My tweezers. I missed a lot of your comments. Let me see how farther I need to go back. You ready to throw all of your money at the screen when Kingdom Death updates? I am. Well, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna be about the same as a regular update, isn't it? Don't you think? And then let's see. And save the wave for him when he gets home. Oh, you're talking about the Kickstarter update. Yeah, I have no idea what that's going to be about. I'm really, really curious. I think he's going to talk about what he's bringing to Gen Con. He's probably going to talk about, like, all the stuffs, hopefully. That is definitely going to be an exciting thing. I'd originally had a flat color on these padded, this is like padded leather. There we go. Too late, you panicked. Oh no. Mike's on a bus. This is for a commission. So I don't usually paint commissions on stream, but we're going to Germany and Austria, and I want to get all my stuff done before we leave. So I thought this is the best way to do it. Plus, everybody loves, Kingdom Death as far as the bigger models go. And I thought, well, we'll just show them, okay? Now what will probably happen... Oh! Arna Fexic, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. All right. Let's work on the front now. If you guys have seen the back quite a lot, let's look at this. We've got a very reddish brown belt. Got some, I think these are bandages that look like they're made gray, and then they've got some, okay, I think I've got a good handle on that. Let's mix a gray. I think I'm gonna mix more khaki with my existing purple gray so I can have, how's that? That's a very nice gray. So I mixed my black with my exile blue with a little bit of the khaki to get a very neutral blue gray that already matches and goes very well with the current colors. Yeah, Treverian, I completely agree. I think I would really like to see, you know what I really love to see in miniatures is more like just art shows. Like bring your art and show it, and it doesn't have to be a contest. It's just, let's see what kind of message can you say? What kind of story can you tell? We have so many people who are, getting more into the artistic side of miniatures. I want to see more of that. Especially in Europe. You guys have so many museums and so much more to, at your disposal as far as being able to run to another country and take a workshop from somebody else. For the most part. Maybe not everybody, but better than in the United States anyway. All right, for the bandages, I'm going to use the khaki. Oh, everything is too similar and it's nothing really new. Yeah, so that's why I said buy the second one first. If it's that much more similar, you got it. It's got all the it's kind of like 2.0 where it's really similar, but it's going to have, more your updates. Now, because I zenithal highlighted these gloves, it's already got some shadows and some highlights in it. So I'm just kind of going over the highlighting areas with this color, and I'm sort of leaving the rest, right? Oh my gosh, I missed out on so much chat. Yes, Realbug King, I agree that art isn't a properly accepted path. But the only way to change that is to continue making it and continue supporting the art in schools and continue supporting artists. One of the things I do personally is I commission other artists. I can't tell you how important that is. I recently, you can go to my webpage, I commissioned Matt DiPietro, and because I knew that he was interested in making more fine art miniatures as fine art. And I said, you know what, you do you. I want a Matt DiPietro. So we kind of talked about some of the themes and things I might be interested in. But, ultimately, I told him, I'm like, I'm going to sit back and you're going to just make something that speaks to you. And he did, and it came out amazing. It's this, he sculpted it by himself. And it is this like woman, and she's sort of submerged under this cavern, and she's in a kind of a fetal position. It's absolutely stunning. If you get a chance, go to my Facebook page. If somebody can go there and link it for me, and link it to Proto Maker or Flixster if you could do it, that would be amazing, and everybody could see it, because Matt DiPietro is an incredible talent. I've been trying to coach him a little bit with marketing, because he's a little bit shy. That's the other thing, is a lot of artists are very shy and they're not so great at marketing themselves. All right, and because, let's see, we're gonna go down here with these bandages as well and make them gray. You want a con that's a week long with tons of workshops and showcases from painting to sculpting to basing and all different levels of skills. Katie, I'm obsessed. Come to America. Come to Adepticon. That is, you just described Adepticon. That's exactly what it is. So it's worth it. I'm always there. There's so many other miniature painters that you can learn from and meet and see their work and talk to them and take classes from them, compete with them if you want to, play games with them, take them out for barbecue, right? That's what I do. When anybody comes from Europe, I take them out. I take them out for American barbecue and American breakfast and stuff like that. Painting is approached very differently in the US, says Travarian. In every time you watch Tabletop Minions video with the pro painters, it's like a competition. Absolutely, you are dead on. I know. It's just the same on YouTube. You do a Joker and it gets all, well, it really isn't an existing version of the Joker. No, I know exactly. Carnifexic, if you have a link that's appropriate, you can post it to, I think, Proto Maker. He is our current mod. I don't know if he's still on the bus. Oh my god, where's my figure hole? This is too big. The little one that I have, where is it? Let me see. Is this gonna fit? Yeah, I guess this will fit. All right, Bob, there you go. Now, there's cat hair on it. Hold on. Where's my sticky putty? For those of you that you don't know, this is a Wrathcore miniature holder. You can get these in Germany, but not yet, because the Kickstarter is still being funded, or not funded. Kickstarter is still being, what do you call it when you send stuff out? Fulfilled. So this is what I use, and this way I'm not touching my mini. I was only touching the base. Ah, yes. Darth Torlin, I'm going to copy this link for you guys. Darth Torlin, you're amazing. 1 second, guys. Oh, howdy, Creative. Thank you so much for the... Thank you so much, puppy. Let's see if it'll let me do this. 1 second. Ah! My touchscreen is not working. Try one more thing. Nope. Try one more thing. Let me put it on here. There we go. There we go. I'm trying to paste this link for you guys so you can see Matt DiPietro's work. I can't. Ooey. Let me try it one more way. Okay, Darth Torlin, you are awesome. I'm going to give Darth Torlin a gold star for helping me. Nope, I don't want to do that. There we go. Why is he not? We'll just have to do it another time. Sorry, guys. Oh well. I'll get someone to post that link. tell you what. Let me see if I can mod Dark Torlin. Darth Torlin. Did that work? Yes. Okay, Darth, thank you so much. You have earned your modship. Okay? Give it up to Darth Torlin for... He's going to post the link in a minute here. Yeah. Now I can paint. Oh, and I should put it there. Oh, I accidentally flipped it back, didn't I? There we go. More black. Thank you. Yes, that's the piece that I commissioned from Matt DiPietro. And if you are an art collector and a miniature collector, you can approach him and you can talk to him about what his rates are. And get him while he is inexpensive, because I'm telling you, he's not going to be inexpensive for long. And actually, I think after mine, he might have even raised his prices, because I got a good deal. Because I was the first person to commission him after he left Privateer Press. He used to be Privateer Press's head studio painter. All right, Futurists, I'm not sure how I say that. You can post the link to Darth Torlin. If Darth Torlin thinks that it's appropriate for what we're talking about, he can post the link. Okay. But for the most part, that's why we have links mod only. There we go. Currently, no, he has a website and it's called Contrast Minis. I think it's contrastminis.com. Contrast Miniatures? contrastminiatures.com. Matt DiPietro. He's currently teaching people a style called Sharky Brouhaha! I love that name. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome. Sharky Brouhaha. We are painting Kingdom Death. And there's lots of black in this back part here, because all of this part is, I need to paint all of it black. Up and there. Under the skirt. All right, hang on one second. There we go. And more purple on this side. Oh, you know what? We were talking. I got distracted. I'm so sorry. We were going to paint all these little buckles and stuff so you could see more painted. I was waiting for all that to dry. Let's see. We need a reddish brownish color. That might be Protomaker coming home. Let me check the time. Or it might be Sophia coming home. Hey! Here's Protomaker. Hold on, let me flip. There we go. Come around and say hi to people. Everybody say hi to lovely husband Mike and don't make a face. Okay. No, you're not a camera. Yeah, come down.
Not a camera.
Your head is off. There.
Don't tell me not to make a face and expect me not to make a face.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to use a little bit of this Murderous Magenta. I'm going to make kind of a dirty brown red color with it. I don't think this magenta might not be the right color for it, but we're going to try it. I'm going to mix the Umbral Umber with it. Ooh, that's not bad. And a little bit of black. What are you doing? Okay, here. Black, Murderous Magenta, and Umbral Umber make this kind of purpley brown, but it needs more red So I need to get a real red. Here. Scorn red. Right there. I didn't even show you. Scorn red right here. It's got a little bit of orange in it. But we'll mix it with that other color so we can have this be slightly on the... See, that was too purple before, so now it's more reddish. All right. Let me check the chat. Mike is real. Yes, Mike is real. He's actually here on a daytime stream. Most of you guys have not met him. So for those of you guys who have not, this is my husband, Mike. He is the tech wizard of the show, and he's like the little mascot and darling of the Wednesday night show. We're gonna paint some little straps right now. Ooh, this brush is too big.
There. Now I can hear myself. All right,
everybody hear Mike okay? Good. Fix that exposure. Never work for exposure, guys.
No, that's not the exposure I was talking about. You had it, the camera too exposed, so it was
I know,
washed
I'm
out.
just being witty. This is why our stream is fun. When he and I, because we have this banter, this way about us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Which paint should you buy today, Bob? Bob, go buy Umbral Umber. I don't know. I think P3 is probably a good buy. Especially since it's one of the paints that I'm demonstrating with today. Look at that, that's pretty. Yeah, he's the darling. He is. He's got his own little Mike fan club. I guess maybe they're husbands or something that understand. Mike is a digital creation. You're all hallucinating now. Yeah, I'm waiting for the update too. I'm like getting anxious. I don't think my ringer wasn't on after all. All right. Hopefully that won't be too obnoxious. And let's see. That's pretty, yeah. I made Dark Torlin a mod because I didn't have anybody to link the link. And he has earned it with all the help that he's been giving me. Yay! Real Bug King, you're an honor student and you are 25 hours away from class president. What do you have to do? Like, oh, exclamation point rank to find out what your rank is.
Your rank is fresh.
Fresh? No. Not to make a gamer joke, but are most gamers fresh?
That was the point.
I know. Yeah. Okay, where else do I need this color? Let's see. I'm going to... So that's not even metal yet, is it? Okay.
That's so metal.
That's so metal. Told you the store would be updated 3 hours late. Oh, I'm happy about that because I would rather be off stream so I can concentrate. I love you guys, but I got to get my KDM. Right?
So long, suckers!
So long. I didn't even notice this is like he's got bandages here and here, and then I've got gray leggings in other spots here. Tarkin 317, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. We appreciate it. And right now we're painting the Kingdom Death Black Knight, and we're anxiously waiting for the Kingdom Death store update that we think is going to be 3 hours late, which I kind of hope it is, but that's where that is.
So we've been trying to play Kingdom Death once a week now, but that's kind of going in and out because we have lots of stuff going on.
We have a lot of hobbies. Mike especially has a lot of hobbies.
Speaking of, there is a new drone in a box that I don't get to open until the stream is over.
Nope. Yeah, he's a drone pilot and a regular pilot and a gamer and an Arduino nerd. No offense to Arduino nerds.
That's the first time you've ever said that. Because you never say that to me when you call me an Arduino nerd.
I'm being politically correct.
No, you're not.
Oh, they all want their ranks frozen to class clown. So we
Oh.
make class clown the ultimate rank?
Maybe it circles back around.
Yeah, actually that's not a bad idea. We could have it.
After whatever the highest level is.
Yeah. All right, what else do we need on him? Hold on. Oh, there's some gold on the sword hilt. So I'm gonna use my favorite recipe. Where is it? 2010. Here it is.
You're bumping the microphone.
I know, I'm sorry. Tinny Tin is my base coat for gold. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. Does your toaster wired with an Arduino? No, but let me tell you this, Bob. Mike made some kind of contraption that measures the ammonia in the cat box and will send a text to my daughter when the level gets too high and it's time for her to change it. That's pretty dang cool. But I guess you never know what you need until you have something like that, right? That's pretty cool. Look at them. They're all like... Oh, that's so... See why he's the darling? See why? See? And when he first was like, I'm going to do some Arduino.
She does this voice to make fun of everything that I do that's a different kind of nerd than she is. It started with Mech Warrior.
Mech Warrior. I'm
Yeah.
gonna play some Mech Warrior. Yeah, that was just a little over the line for miniature games for me. Just a little bit over, so... Did you switch it back? Mike?
Say what? Oh, switch the camera back.
Nope, that's not the alert. Because I switched it to face cam. Nerd shaming. Every one of you does it. You guys do Twitch. I already know you do. And the other reason why, I feel like I'm super nerdy in other ways, so we all have our... It's out of love. It's out of love. There. How's that? Battletech. They want to know what you use to make the ammonia sensor, or is that a priority, or what do they call it?
Proprietary?
Proprietary.
I'll post the link to the
Yeah.
Hackaday project.
I think eventually Mike should do his own Arduino stream.
No, I don't have time because of your stream now.
Alright, I'm painting the hilt. That looks nice. That's pretty. Nice. Thanks, Dark Toiland. Arduino is an open source computer hardware and software company, project, and user community that designs and manufactures single board. Yeah, and so it's way beyond me. I don't have that tech ability Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I have the tech ability. I would say I don't have the interest.
Here's a show them an Arduino.
Okay. So what do I need to show them?
That's an Arduino.
This is an Arduino. Is this the sensor?
No, that's just an Arduino.
Oh, this is the Arduino. Show me one that does something. Show me the dice roller.
The left.
Where?
Down. Left and down.
So, I guess it plugs into stuff. And I don't know anything else about it. Show me the dice roller. Is it in there?
It's not.
Oh.
I can show you the sensor.
No, boring.
Fail.
He made a dice roller, a force dark twirling. You'd love this. You wave your hand over it, and it rolls the dice in a cup.
And that's not just like wave your hand over it. It tilts left and right as you move your hand back and forth and forwards and backwards. So you can actually throw it without touching it.
No, boring. Yeah. What? Okay, weird. I did. I told you I paid for it. All right. Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. It took me a little while to warm up too. Once I figured out that it is actually cool.
What's the purpose of What's Jabberwock?
I'm doing a little quick highlighting for you guys. Trying to both show you and keep up with the painting at the same time.
Or the kids want me to pay attention to them since I got home from work.
The cats. And the cat hair right there. Oh, so now they're all talking about your stuff. We have to go back on topic, guys. Mike is super cool. I know.
Actually, one thing I could make, I mentioned the sensor that would tell you when you're out of frame.
Yeah.
An alternative would be a link that people click to tell you that you're out of frame, or that you're out of the wrong camera.
Oh no, they'll troll me with that. You can't let them do that. That would not work out. I do need it. All right, so we got some good bandages right here.
So the purpose of an Arduino, it's basically a computer, but it doesn't have a lot of the normal features of a computer. But imagine like how your car has a computer in it, your refrigerator has a computer in it. Lots of stuff have computers in them now. So it's basically that. But it's really open source, so you can do whatever you want with it. So you can make LEDs turn on and off. You can make a cat box litter alarm, or even
Dice roller,
or the light system I have on my workbench that changes colors and stuff.
Yeah. Then some people were wondering what the dance party thing is. It on?
It's on, but it's too bright.
It's too dark. If you can go back and watch Wednesday night, you can see
Saturday night.
Saturday night? Oh yeah, it was Saturday night.
Maybe even maybe Wednesday.
And see the rainbow LED. What is this? Troll. Oh, welcome.
Dobrovich.
Welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Painting the Kingdom Death Knight, or not Death Knight. Well, I guess he is the Death Knight. He could be. He's a Kingdom Death Black Knight. Whether he is a Death Knight remains to be seen. I don't think he is. I think he's another creature altogether, and I won't spoil you with what I think he is. But notice all these little dog motifs. Hint, hint. So all I did was pick out the bandages there. Green Stuff says, tell your hubby your mentor at work gave him shit on a tiny microchips and boxes of caps and resistors and relays and all sorts of cool electronic stuff. Gaijin P78, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
Wah, wah.
I'm gonna just use a little bit of this lighter color to highlight these bandages in some spots. Oops. Yeah.
So the rank thing buns is just a fun thing
Is
we
this
do
store
on the channel.
Already?
Not yet.
No. Oh, somebody went to go see the store.
I'm refreshing it.
Okay.
How will we know when it's been updated?
Well, I'm in part of a chat group that people are obsessed. They're all hitting F5 right now. It's gonna crash the site because he actually announced when he was gonna update. And so people are ready.
What's the Dragon Lord? I haven't heard of that before.
Dragon Lord?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
it's here on the store.
Let me see.
No, it's not.
He's trolling me. Rude. Oh, Dragon Lord. You're also trolling all the KDM people who are on the stream too. Cool. You win VR no? I think that's how you just reach teacher's pet. That's all. Oh, let me stop real quick and tell you guys what are you getting by earning all these gold stars. You can do exclamation point points to find out how many stars that you've earned in the chat. You get 1 star for the first 10 minutes and then it kind of goes up from there. But we're going to be doing this giveaway on the 31st. It'll be a Wednesday night. That's my Wednesday night stream. And you'll be able to buy tickets and you have to be present. Unfortunately, the Europeans might have to make a stream like that afternoon so the Europeans can also enter. We'll do something so that people in the different time zones will be able to enter. But you'll be able to buy tickets and win this. Nemo, this is Captain Nemo, or not Nemo, Nimue. Captain Nimue. She's the legendary from Wild West Exodus. And she's painted by me. And we'll be doing that as a giveaway. It'll be the first time we have a giveaway on this stream. And it's just a thank you for all the follows and all the love and all of the everything. Oh, look how pretty he's looking now, guys. Oh, that's pretty. There we go. I'm gonna go back over here. I need to make that more black. The other reason why I like the P3s, they don't coffee stain as much because they are satin. Yeah, everybody's checking their stars. You only need 1 star to win. But, you know, obviously if you have more, you have a better chance. So it kind of rewards the veterans of the channel.
It takes, you get a point every 10 minutes of
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
while you're live.
We'll figure out some other types of raffles so that there will be other ways to win in the future. But this is just a pure giveaway. And that means there's no donations or any kind of thing involved in order to win, just time spent in the channel. Okay. I need to get out some metallics because there's metal here and here, and I realize I don't have it on my model. Mike. Alright, we have Game Air Silver. You don't have any points, apparently? Oh, that doesn't seem right. Region, you've been in the chat a lot. Did you do exclamation point points? Yeah, you did. Irgard's Beeler. What do you think that's about, Mike? I don't know.
I'm gonna look.
He's checking. I mixed a little bit of black with this because this is in the highlighted area right here. This.
It might be a throttling thing so that the chat doesn't spam.
Oh
all
yeah,
the
maybe
messages.
it's throttling it.
Yeah, but Raging, what was it?
Raging Again.
Raging Again has 48 points.
You have 48 points, and our good Spieler, how much does he have? Yeah, it's like a throttling thing so that the chat's not too spammy. Everybody's getting anxious for the KDM update now. We're all chomping at the bit. I need some turquoise ink. Let's look at this again. We're getting pretty close to him looking like how he's supposed to now. I think this needs a little bit of purple. Right here, wait. More gray. There we go. Okay. Now I said I would show you guys an oil wash. And I'm gonna do that. Where would be a good place? Probably up here. There's a lot of area up here that need it. So the first thing I need to do, will I go partner sometime soon? I hope so. I have applied. So that is in the works. I would definitely like to get that. And then we have all kinds of, you know, better bit rate, better quality stream to offer you. That would be great in subscriptions. One of the things I was thinking about offering is if I get a partnership is at the $24.99 level, because there's 3 different levels of partnership you can subscribe now. At the $24.99, I thought, what if I did like some group Google Hangout lessons where it was like 4 of us at a time and you got lots of one-on-one attention for maybe like an hour or a half hour or something like that, like a one-time thing for that month. We'll see. Gotta work it all out, but that's something I'm thinking about if I make partnership. All right, let me get my oils. You need a different brush. You need a synthetic brush right here. I have a synthetic brush and my oils are in this little box. Where is it? There they are. You know that Poots said the store would update an hour ago, but it's never on time, hence your 3 hours late. What time is it now? It is 4:06. Okay. Well, maybe he saw my wish and is waiting. I don't know. Oh, I need the little palette down here. Hang on one second. All right, I have a palette. We're gonna mix this in a dry palette. And just a tiny bit of black. These are artists. Just a tiny bit. This one's okay. Right there. You don't need any kind of water because these are oils. If you mix water in it, you're going to goof it all up. And a little bit of brown. There we go. And I need a little bit of Prussian blue. There's the Prussian blue. Do I have it? That looks like gray. That's Mars black. Blue, black. Here it is. Well, this is ultramarine. We'll use ultramarine. That'll work. It'll mix with that black and that brown, and it'll be really pretty too. Ooh. Too much, but let me get some of that. Okay. You can see it? Can you see it? Oh, you guys, Mike? There. It's a little hard to see because of the exposure. Can you check it for me, please? We got too much light. So this is my mix of black and blue, and I'm going to just add a couple drops of white spirits. And what I bought was terpenoid. Flip it to, this is terpenoid. It is a odorless turpentine substitute, and it doesn't stink like, and it won't make your wife mad or your husband mad if you use it.
Make you crazy.
Yeah. So I put just a few drops of that in my palette. And see how this is this, and you can use this on, I want it more blue. That's too much black. All right. Well, that's okay. We need a little bit more. It needs to be really kind of watery. There we go. Sort of this inky kind of color. Here, let's put more blue in it. That's good enough. All right. Good, you can see. Don't stick it in your water. Wipe it off with some other white spirits and put it on a paper towel. Don't lick it. It's not safe. All right. Normally I like that mix to be a little bit more brown, but for this, he's the Black Knight. It's okay if it's so black. So what am I going to use? I'm going to use an old brush. Where's an old brush? Here we go. Here we go. So on this side of his head, we're going to put a little bit of this oil. And then you kind of wipe off the tops, right? Gives it some depth. And I did it down here for his breastplate. Oh, got some on his breastplate there. There's a, I think I'm gonna sacrifice a Citadel brush so I can push this around with a smaller brush. Oh, I know what I'll use. I'll use this one. So, push that around. A little bit over here. And a little bit down here. It's hard to tell. There we go. Too little light now. All right, I'm gonna pull that down. Okay. Now what happens with the oil, you can even see it on my palette, I hope. See how it's draining down the sides? It goes to the lowest point. It will really go into those crevices like you want. So let's go over here on this. I'm going to try to put some on here so you can see what happens when we brush over those. And now I do that. Did you see what I did? Over here we've got these little pads highlighted. Put it there. Take it off the top and leave the highlight. Let's do this leg. See how it goes directly into the capillary action. Now you can wait for this to dry and then go back and highlight it. Just make sure that you fix it with a little bit of what you call it, dull coat. Okay? And again, do not stick that in your water. They're really focused on the KDM update now. It's like everybody's like, KDM, let's get my fix. Alrighty. We're getting closer to him being done. He's looking really good. I want to paint more of these bandages.
What's the difference between an oil wash and a Citadel wash?
Citadel wash is made of like matte medium and ink and what else? A little bit of like, not PVA, but something else that breaks the surface tension, that causes it to go down into the crevices. You can kind of make it, but the oil is actual oil paint. So that's the difference. It's totally different materials. And you're gonna get different effects from different materials. So I wanted to show you that because, is my light okay now? Can I put that? There we go.
That's fine.
Good. I want to show you guys because I only recently discovered oil washes, and when it comes to metals, I love it. And when I did the Black Knight, that's how I painted my metals on him. And watch, I'm gonna put, let's try this. I don't know if it's gonna work. Where's my oils? So we have his little foot here. See what happens when I do an oil wash on the crevices of this. It's probably not going to be as effective as it is on the metals. Nope, not as bad. Well, we'll do it anyway. So yeah, that's the other nice thing. Oh, that did work right there on the toes. So let's do it on this side. Okay. But you have to wipe it up. And the nice thing about oils is it doesn't dry fast. So you have time. So I'm kind of reverse dry brushing. Yeah, what is that? Reverse dry brushing it so that it's already in the cracks. We're gonna need to go back and highlight because we totally dirtied that up. As it would if we used any kind of Nuln oil or anything too. Okay. I like it though. Let's try like the Nuln oil on this side, and maybe you can see. We might like the Nuln oil better, but it's gonna give us, like I said, a different effect. And Nuln oil, you should not taste Nuln oil either. Okay, see how that Nuln oil goes in there as well. It seems like it doesn't stick as bad. You're just getting a different effect. This is going to dry faster also. Okay, that's not bad. Yes, Janae, exactly. You can work with it much longer. You can experiment, and if you're using different colors of oils, you can tint it, you know. Like you can make it more greasy and more oily looking. You can make it look more metallic looking. So we had some oils on this. I want to give it a little bit. I've got this ink here that has a little Prussian blue and a little black in it, because I really want that to be shiny, and ink keeps that shiny consistency to it even when it dries. Ooh, that is what I want. Oh, the Kickstarter update is up, but not the store. Okay, tell us what it says. Let me see the store.
The store is not up.
Oh, I know. I'm checking. Okay. Make sure to do this before it dries. So that Prussian blue is nice on that metal. Because it's got that kind of metal.
Oh my gosh, the box looks so much better.
The box looks better?
Yeah. Like, actually better packed.
Can you show us? Can we all look at it? I think Mike's gonna work on it so we can look at it, guys. Who's gonna love me? Because I caught it on video. I'm pushing ink into the crevices of the chainmail right now because I feel like that's what I was missing. was the dark. And the little amounts of blue, I think, were missing as well. Let's see if we can add a little bit more highlight here. This is with that silver.
It's not capturing.
It's not capturing. Box looks boss. Card pack confirmed. What's card pack? Oh my god, update. Update? Alright, Mike. Need to be right back. Oh no, that's the update. Damn! Keep getting.
No, the store's updated too.
I got a mention in the update? Oh my gosh, guys!
The store's updated too.
Oh, the store's updated. Okay. You need to be right back because I gotta buy stuff. I put the image in the sources.
I'm not sure which one it is.
It's on the top, I think, or maybe.
Off air.
Ooh, Necromancer boss.
You're still on audio, by the way.
Okay, take me off. Oh my gosh, guys. Are you still here? Because I'm coming down from such a massive adrenaline high. That's one of the biggest Kickstarter or Kingdom Death updates I've ever seen as far as some of the coolest models. I got I got 2 of the limited editions and 1 of everything of all the other new stuff. And I'm so psyched because that was an amazing update. Yeah, I know, right? Are you freaking out? So, for those of you who don't care about it, we've switched to... Are we switching from miniatures to real life? Or
No.
All right.
Miniatures.
Well, I'll try to keep painting for you guys, though, so that way we're... my heart is going. It's because... The stuff sells out so fast, and if you don't get processed, then you will miss out. And they've been having, you know... Okay. You can only afford Necromancer or two women's. Alright. We're getting really close to being done with him, though. Apparently, I got a mention... my Twitter got a mention from Kingdom Death, which is fantastic. That's exciting. That may mean like future more interest in the stream. Who knows? My heart. Uh-oh, I see a little speck. Hang on 1 second. Tell me what they're saying, Mike, because I am buzzed.
I know that Pain,
Yeah.
Kickstarter, or only 100 left of Necromancer,
Wow.
down from 400 already.
Isn't he gorgeous? That model is absolutely gorgeous. Give me some emotes if you want to see me paint him.
Death
would
Watch
be cool.
2020 says you're hooked real bad. His friend has the same symptoms when he's about to get another dose of coke.
Yeah. It is funny, isn't it? Same symptoms when he's about to.
This seems more addictive than Infinity or 40k.
Absolutely.
KDM Obsess is actually shaking. 50 remaining.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's intense. I need another slight lavender highlight color. Just a teeny. I'm mixing schmanky white with this. And I'm just going to try to see if I can touch it a little bit. Pretty exciting. I'm kind of glad it happened toward the end of our stream. We're actually, it's almost 4:30. We'll keep going just like a little tiny bit more. And let me see if I can find someone. Oops. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna host Cousin Nice Guy. Cousin Nice Guy is an amazing painter and also creative streamer. He does some fun minis. Let me check real quick to make sure that he's streaming minis right now. He's gonna be surprised. He's only got 13 people in his chat, so we're gonna raid him.
Hey, Flickster.
Yes. Hey, Flick. We're getting ready to raid Cousin Nice Guy. So I'm gonna type in our chat. Hold on 1 second. It's gonna be here. Go ahead and put the face cam. There we go. Channel. We're gonna put Mad Love from Shoshi's Minis. Incoming Mad Love. All right, everybody copy and paste that in. We're gonna when we flip over to Cousin Nice Guy, you're gonna jump up and press the purple button and then paste that in his chat. Because if you paste it in my chat, he won't see it. So let me organize this so you can see this a little bit better. Go ahead and put that last screen on, Mike.
Wow.
Is that right? A little bit down.
The right.
Right.
Other right.
Other right.
No, you had it.
Oh,
there
like
you
that?
go. Yep. Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do /host Cousin Nice Guy, and then remember, everybody press that purple button at the top.
Means the follow button.
Yeah, the follow button. Oh, not that. Well, you can press the follow button too, but make sure you get into his chat where you press join.
In the chat. At
Yeah.
the top of your chat. Okay.
So that you join his. Let me make sure I'm spelling that right. No, I'm not spelling that right.